but I barely have a minute left in this form. I have to stop these villains, because I am the world's symbol of peace and justice!
Alright.
Alright.
So this is just going to be the craziest 1 minute of his life. Oh my god.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 12 of My Hero Academia, All Might, 2 words.
It's very fitting as All Might just showed up to help everybody.
What?
Our symbol of peace showed up and said, I am here. Now
everyone knows now everything's fine.
Yeah.
Because
Nomu took a full smash, wasn't even phased.
I can't fucking compete!
Okay, so I'm very excited to watch it because I know that it's one of your favorites.
But the circumstances are not good.
I'm worried, but excited to see what I'm worried about.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for more My Hero Academia coming every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, check out the Patreon link in the description below to see these episodes early of My Hero Academia, along with Code Geass and Demon Slayer. Are we excited for episode 12 of My Hero Academia?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Yeah, so our pro heroes are also just in pieces.
That means he's super strong even without powers. I think he's as strong as All Might.
Without a quirk.
That's horrifying. So is his brain exposed? What is that?
Yes, that is his brain. At least I think.
All of us, even our teachers, were scared.
Oh boy.
The evil we faced clouded our hearts with fear. But the deeper the darkness around you, the brighter the light shines. When a ray of hope appears.
Badass.
Yeah.
All Might!
I also thought of another point for my hand thing. AI can't make hands. Have you ever tried to see?
Yeah.
Like,
you can't do it.
No.
All right. All Might.
All Might, All Might, All Might.
Feeling that something had gone wrong here when Aizawa and 13 didn't answer my calls.
He's so awesome.
So I hurried over, running into young Ida along the way. He told me of the villainy at work here. I hate to think of how frightened these children must be, and how hard my colleagues had to fight in order to protect them.
I mean, 13's not looking
The
great.
only thing I can do now is reassure them that things will be okay. That's my duty as the symbol of peace.
You're talking about
Have no
that.
fear, students. Because I am here.
Yay!
Yeah.
He's here. Oh my.
Oh, thank God. Is what they're all thinking.
And he's not smiling.
Oh.
He always is smiling.
The heroic piece of trash shows up.
Any thoughts on why they might want to kill All Might? Do you think it's...
I think it's the same reason that people want to go shoot an elephant. Like, if you're the one who takes down the biggest, strongest thing, that means you're actually the biggest, strongest thing. I mean, any villain, or really, like, any person who would benefit from, like, a town being in disarray, or, like, just chaos in general, if the only thing, or, like, at least the main thing that's holding it all together is, like, All Might as this undefeatable symbol, if you defeat him, that's all gone.
Yeah. Like, not just the person, but the symbol.
Exactly.
And which is even more important. It's hard to even...
No, the symbol is more important.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
Holy crap, it's All Might. I've never seen the guy in person before.
I didn't expect him to be so huge. If we strike now, we can kill him.
Oh! Psych. Too slow.
So, it didn't even do a smash. That was just speed blitz.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Aizawa. I should have been here.
What?
One of his hands just fell off.
Okay. Saw
Everybody
that.
get to the entrance and think Aizawa
He's
with
so
you.
fast.
He doesn't have much
Yeah.
time.
You saved us, All Might.
He's still just there. What are we doing?
No, it wasn't supposed to go this way. He's still fast, Father. Somehow he managed to hit me.
Father.
I couldn't even see him when he moved. But he's not as fast as I thought he would be. Not as fast as he used to be. I guess it's true after all. All Might really is getting weaker.
All Might, you can't. That brain villain took one for... I smashed him and didn't break my arm this time, but he wasn't phased at all.
Good save,
He's too
Deku.
strong.
Young
Yeah.
Midoriya, I got this.
All right, perfect.
Putting on a happy face.
Yeah. He's pulling the playing board games on a lifeboat vibe.
Carolina.
Oh,
And Nomu's just like,
how much juice does he have?
just nothing. It just did
He
nothing.
wasn't wrong when he said it had no effect on you. Let's
It's like, oh,
try.
thanks for the ab workout for the day. Okay.
It's just
Doesn't even matter where I punch you, does it?
That's because Nomu here has shock absorption, All Might.
What does?
shock
His
absorption.
armor does?
Nomu.
No.
His
Oh,
name is Nomu.
yeah, gotcha. No, I know that's
His
name.
accent's a little hard to hear.
No, I just thought he said my armor.
That's what I mean, because his accent, it's a little raspy, it's hard to hear. He was
Gotcha.
saying Nomu has shock absorption.
Okay.
And that's a pretty
Is that undoable?
good quirk.
Nomu
Yeah.
here has shock absorption, All Might. The
Oh,
only way
gotcha.
you're going to hurt him is to slowly gouge out his flesh. Of course, I don't think he'll sit back and let you do that.
Ew.
You finally met your match.
Thanks for telling me how to beat him. All I have to do is wear him down, and then it's on to you.
Okay.
Okay, going pretty well.
Yeah.
Right, take
It was
that,
a
Bird
stupid
Brain.
thing to say.
To let him know his shock absorption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All Might's on a whole nother level.
And yet he still has to look at his notes when he's teaching us.
It's possible they have a way to kill him. But even if they do, there's not really anything we can do to help him now. I have to put my faith in All Might and stop worrying about the villain's plans.
Get that guy! Punch him right in the balls!
Maybe we were worried about these bad guys for nothing. All Might's
Yeah.
unstoppable.
Yeah,
Seems that way.
Okay.
it's going great.
I know the truth. I read the hero news this morning on my way to school and saw the headlines about All Might. Then, when they were talking about why he wasn't at training, 13 held up 3 fingers, probably to indicate that All Might was already at his limit today.
3 hours.
Must have been absent because he used too much of his power. He shouldn't be using one for all now.
Fun to see these
Only
details
one in my class who
rewatching.
knows.
Yeah.
This is my first true rewatch, by the way.
Gross, right?
Oof.
I got this in a big fight 5 years back. My respiratory system was basically destroyed, and I lost my whole stomach. All the surgeries have pretty much worn me out, and it can't be fixed. Right now, I can only do hero work for about 3 hours a day.
He's saving us, but at what cost? They're cheering him on, but they don't know what kind of trouble he's actually in.
Oh.
Oh, come on. What kind of cheap move was that?
Yeah, because he's like, okay, I'll just wear him out. And it's like, you can't wear him out.
But do you even see what's happening here?
He's.
You were trying to bury him in the concrete so he couldn't move around anymore. Nomu's as strong as you are. That won't stop him.
Well, thanks for letting us know. That was really helpful.
But also this is the,
We've got him just where
he
we
put him
want
through a portal.
Right.
It's like, the warp gate is such an annoying power,
Yeah.
because you can't really put him anywhere.
This monster found my weak spot.
Since you're too fast to see with the human eye, Nomu had to restrain you. And once he's pulled your body halfway through, I'll squeeze the gate shut.
Horrifying.
I'm going to enjoy tearing you to pieces.
Good lord.
Asui,
Yeah, what is it, Midoriya?
will you carry Mr. Aizawa for me?
Sure. But what are you gonna do?
All Might, I won't let them kill you.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, he just knows.
His body moves without his
So much
mind.
I want you to teach
Yeah.
me. This can't be how it all ends. It just can't.
It is.
I'm coming!
Midoriya, no. What do you think you're doing?
Is this an All Might shared thing or just Deku?
This is just
Oh,
Deku
jeez.
going to help All Might.
Okay.
He's going right into
He's
the warp
gonna go
gate.
into the fucking. Oh my god.
Wait, Deku!
Bakugo!
Yeah!
All right.
Hell yeah.
That means Todoroki must be here.
Perfect.
One of your poorly trained thugs told me you're here because you think you can kill All Might.
He controlled his quirk so that the ice stopped just before it reached my body. I think I can
Precision.
loosen this villain's grip now.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Damn, that was gonna be cool!
Guess I found your body that time, you smoky bastard!
The symbol of peace will not be
So he grabbed the
defeated by
same
delinquents
piece
like
that
you.
was. Yeah.
Everyone.
Okay, the fighters are here.
Okay.
Also, Bakugo saving Deku
Amazing.
and phrasing it as "get out of my way," not "I'm saving you." You know,
Yeah.
like he couldn't even. He doesn't even want to carry admits. He doesn't even want to admit that he like cares enough to save Deku. So
No.
he's like, "Get out of my way!
Yeah.
That you're a problem." You
Yeah.
know. All right, so just a little check-in. How are we feeling?
Okay, so I'm a little bit less worried about All Might just in general because it seems like they've maybe turned the tide on that fight.
Yeah, he's still hurting.
But he's definitely still hurting. And the thing is, even if he walks away, villains can still correctly spread the idea that, oh, if these 3 super powerful heroes hadn't showed up just at the right instant, we would have killed All Might. And All Might couldn't save himself. Like, that's not, it's
so,
better than him being completely defeated, but it's not the best case scenario.
Yeah. So you're kind of thinking, like, in order to maintain the symbol of peace, you can't really walk away here.
No.
Yeah, that's that's an interesting observation. But
Like, he can't be rescued from this. He can't be seen being rescued from this.
yeah, but also the kids jumping in. I mean, they were pretty effective, and
Yeah.
it was cool to see them. Like, I remember getting so hyped when Bakugo jumped in.
Yeah, that was awesome. Well, and those 3 together, I mean, I feel like they definitely embody, like... If you told me I had to pick 3 students who were gonna be told, get out of here, and then were not, it would be those 3.
Well, interesting you say that.
Hey! We're all up here! It's Chaco! Hey! Can you come help us out? He's super heavy and bleeding all over the place! Mr. Aizawa!
Come on.
I love seeing 1A band together, you know?
Yeah.
We'll take care of this. When the other teachers get here, it'll get dangerous. So find someplace to hide.
Okay.
But the other thing is the warp gate, like, in conjunction with his power, is pretty broken.
Kurogiri,
Yeah.
you let this brat get the best of you.
You got careless, you dumb villain. It wasn't hard to figure you out. Only certain parts
love
of you
him.
turn into that smoking warp gate. You use that mist to hide your actual body as a kind of distraction. But if you didn't have a body, you wouldn't be wearing this neck armor, right? You're not immune to physical attacks if they're well aimed.
Okay.
Don't move! You try anything funny and I'll blow your ass up so bad that they'll be piecing you back together for weeks.
Oh, that doesn't sound very heroic. I escaped uninjured and
True.
captured my 2 strongest men. Kids these days really are amazing. They make the League of
Gen
Villains
Z.
look like amateurs. Can't have that.
What a refreshing take.
He's pulling
Shit.
himself out.
Okay.
Oh, he lost
Well, I
an
mean,
arm and
if
a
you're
leg.
if you're rubbery, how does that work with frozen? With being frozen?
Stay back, everybody!
What the fuck?
What is this? I thought you said his power was shock absorption.
I didn't say that was his only quirk. He also has super regeneration.
Yep.
Broken.
Who has been
And he's
modified
super
to make
strong.
you on even at 100% of your power. He's basically a highly efficient punching bag that hits back.
Jeez.
And he's meant to take him on at 100.
At
He's
100.
nowhere near that.
No.
Get him, Nomu.
He wouldn't have that even if he was like fresh.
So fast.
Oh my god.
up. No, I didn't, you damn nerd. At speed. I couldn't even see him coming.
Then how'd you get over here? Isn't it obvious?
All Might got him out of the way.
Okay, yeah.
All Might!
So he protected the child, huh?
Oh, great. That's our in then.
Kids, and you didn't hold back?
I didn't have much choice. He was threatening my companion.
This logic's important.
Besides, these kids are no angels. The plain-looking one, he tried to kill
They all
me
know
with a
it's
maxed-out
Deku.
punch.
Right? The plain-looking one. Just...
I don't know what's meaner, the fact that he called him the plain-looking one, or the fact that when he said the plain-looking one, Bakugo looked over at him. The plain-looking one, he's like, oh, you.
Yeah.
The plain-looking one, he tried to kill me with a maxed-out punch. What kind of hero does something like that? You think you can get away with being as violent as you want if you say it's for the sake of others. That pisses me off. Why do people get to decide that some violent acts are heroic and others are villainous? Casting
Very
judgment is
interesting.
what's good and what's evil. You think you're the symbol of peace? You're just another government-sponsored instrument of violence. And violence always breeds more violence. I'll make sure the world understands that once you're dead.
Criminals like you always try and make your actions sound noble. But admit it, you're only doing this because you like it. Isn't that right?
He's got me figured out.
We've got them outnumbered.
Does seem like he likes it.
And Kacchan
Well,
found
yeah.
this guy's weakness.
Let's do this.
Don't attack! Get out of here!
You would have
Yeah,
been
they're
in
gonna
trouble
listen.
earlier if it weren't for me, remember? You need
Yeah.
our help.
Literally,
I
he
thank
said
you
get
for
out.
your
Yeah.
assistance. But this is different. It's gonna be alright. Just sit back and watch a pro at work.
But you're too hurt, you're bleeding, and you're almost out of time.
Not looking
No
good.
one's supposed to know that.
All Might.
Nomu, Kurogiri, kill him. I'll deal with the children.
I'm afraid that I barely have a minute left in this form. My power's declining faster than I thought it would.
Let's clear
Barely
this
has a
level and
minute.
Go home.
Even so, I have to stop these villains.
Heads up, we're fighting after all.
Because I am. The world's symbol of peace and justice!
All right.
All right.
So this is just gonna be the craziest 1 minute of his life. Oh my god.
Weren't you listening? One of his powers is shock absorption.
What about it?
This music.
Interesting. Can he do other things while he's shock absorbing?
Well, just you'll have to see. For now, he's just punching.
Right, but you don't. He only has a minute.
I can't get near them. He said your quirk was only shock absorption, not nullification. That means there's a limit to what you can take, right?
Oh.
So you were made to fight me, big guy. If you can really withstand me firing at 100% of my power,
Oh
then
shit.
I'll have to go beyond that and force you to surrender.
Beyond. Look. He's taking
It's
it.
working.
Even though he's injured. Those aren't just random punches either. They're targeted. And every single one of them is more
His
than
eyes being like
100%
the
of his
other
power.
form is crazy. Oh my god.
More than 100% each one.
A real hero.
Dude.
It's like the collective?
Always find a way for justice to be served.
Oh. Great line.
Well,
Now for a
how.
lesson.
That was sick.
I've heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond. Plus.
Okay.
hit him with a plus ultra. Look at him go.
Oh my god.
Completely got him.
He's just gone.
Oh.
A bird. Oh.
Literally Team Rocket off into space.
Bye.
Wow.
Did a villain just fly
All
by?
Might.
Or am I going
Wasn't that crazy?
That was amazing.
All beyond his
Who's
levels.
that brain dude?
That's All Might for you. That's why he's the most amazing
The
hero
goat.
in the entire world.
At the end of his powers, 1 minute left.
That
It's like the finishing move in a video game.
very okay.
Shock absorption right out of him.
How is that possible?
Imagine having power like that. He must have been punching that monster so fast he couldn't regenerate.
Literally punched
really
faster
is the
than his
best.
regeneration rate.
That's how you get
What?
to be a pro. He did it.
Wow.
He did it.
Okay.
Really have gotten weaker. Back in my heyday.
He's not in his other form though.
But yeah, but you'll see.
Okay.
Back in my heyday, 5 hits would have been enough to knock that guy out.
Only 5, and now it took all that.
Wow.
But today it took more
Got
than
it done.
300 mighty blows.
Holy shit.
Time's up. Gotta end this fast.
So it's
Yeah.
important he's in this form.
You've been
Yeah.
bested, villains. Surrender. We all want to get this over with quickly.
Cheated.
And that is it
All
for
right.
episode 12 of My Hero Academia.
I'm the only one who knows how much trouble he's in.
Please.
Don't you touch All Might!
Oh
you
wow.
stupid villain!
Whoa. What are your first thoughts?
I am so curious about the specifications of All Might power.
End of his rope, he had nothing
More
left.
than 100% on each
Yep.
individual punch. That's wow.
Each one 300 times. He was just literally pulling from an empty gas tank.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below if you're excited for more My Hero Academia coming every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see episode 12 along with these episodes, they're all posted to Patreon right now in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss. Before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions that we'll answer after every episode of any show that we watch, join the link in the description below, and we'd love to hear from you. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1, Jinchuriki87 asks, we already know All Might was on a limit with his full power, as well as that the last time he pushed himself, it limited his time even more. What do you think this fight will do to his limit? And how much more can he take before he essentially runs out of his battery?
Okay, so just based on last time, I feel like his battery is going to shrink significantly because last time he only went like 1 over or like 1 beyond, and this was so many. So I would be shocked if his battery was like 1 hour moving forward.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like how much time in general he has in that form, I think it's going to depend on like how much he saves it and like actually listens to his limitations, because if he keeps going like this, maybe a week.
See, I think this question's more asking, in a situation where he did this again, do you think it would just be no more quirk? Like how many more beyond moments do you think he has? Like, because he's done 2 so far. Like,
I want to know, I feel like in order to answer that accurately, I would need to know what his battery is like after this fight. Because it's either, it could either be like a Half-Life situation where each time he's burning half of his battery, which, theoretically you would never get to the end, except for you do.
but those beyond circumstances, you might not have enough left in the tank.
Exactly.
I always love the moment where it's at the end and he's steaming, and luckily there's steam from his fight with Nomu going on too, so they don't realize it's his form, and nobody knows he has that powered down form.
Right.
Nobody knows he's actually that small person. So he literally in his head was like, gotta wrap it up. So he literally had to bluff and be like, you're beaten, leave. Like,
and that's why Deku had to be like, he doesn't have that much
Yeah, exactly.
Because no one can know.
But the bluff at the end that actually, like, we don't know how it's worked out with Shigaraki, we don't know how it's worked out with that person with the hands and everything.
Yeah. Plot-wise, though, they kind of have to.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have anything left, and he can't.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? Maybe they're going to twist the knife again. Nobody's left the building yet.
Okay, this is so interesting. I always think it's so funny when shows have, like, when the exact show that we're watching or, like, the episode that we're watching is, like, correlating with a thing that I've been thinking about over the last, like, couple weeks, especially when we were traveling. The idea of, like, at some point you get to the end of your rope. Like, at some point, you can't keep going. Like, I was thinking about this when we were in the airport, because I got real sick in the airport. But it was just like, okay, it sucks, but not doing it isn't an option. I can't just lay down in the middle of LAX. It's not optional. I have to.
And that's where,
But that can't go on forever. Like, that, at some point, you would lay down in the middle of LAX.
Yeah.
Like, truly, how many times can you show up with 1% in the tank and exert 5% before there's not 1% in the tank for you to work with anymore? Like, you cannot go on forever. There has to be a straw that breaks the camel's back. There has to be one step or one punch where your body's like, I have nothing.
And he was getting close to that today, but we're going to have to see what his power's like moving forward. But let's go to question 2. All right, question 2. Eileen Hinman asks, the sentiment of violence begets more violence reminds me a lot of Captain America's Civil War. RE, Vision's theory about the rise of the Avengers also creating the rise in the power for evildoers and universal powers. Steve's argument, questioning how moral can they really be if they can only act at the behest of governments and organizations with agendas. Do you think there will be more of a running theme here for My Hero Academia, or was the hand person just talking out of his ass? Because he said that, and then All Might was like, you're just saying a front because you enjoy it, and he goes, he figured me out. So, like, what do you think of his point? Do you think he actually believes that? Or just, what do you think of that?
Okay, well, I definitely see the perspective of, like, violence only leads to violence, and, you know, you can't, and it's all bad, and there's never an excuse for it. Yes, there's a big difference between punching someone because you want something from them and punching someone because they're trying to punch you.
Yeah.
Like, those are not the same. Yes, they are both a punch. The intention is so critical. In terms of the Captain America comparison, I was definitely thinking a similar thing because, like, if your heroism is being, like, utilized and, like, funneled, I guess.
And, like, almost like a soldier
in a political,
army.
Exactly. Then that's not the heroic action that it seems like it is.
The funny thing is, though, but does that notion give that person with the hands the right to do?
Exactly. And so the thing is, like, you can have that conversation as much as you want. What it just turns into is the, like, oh, well, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism, so I can buy whatever I want. I can do anything. And it's like, no.
Yeah, not so
They're
much.
like, yes, not ethical is not ethical. Those are the same. But things can be less and more ethical. Like, just because they're on the same scale doesn't mean that it's not a scale anymore.
Yeah.
And people who try to use that justification, oftentimes it's just because they like it.
And it wasn't that he said he's got me all figured out outside when All Might said that. No. It was an internal thought. So
exactly.
You're right. Yeah. Jesse Smith asks, after seeing All Might use One for All at 100% and beyond, how much do you believe Deku was using One for All? Do you think him hitting no Mu at a level that didn't break Deku's arm was a fluke, or do you think he's learned how to limit his power? Basically, like, do you think even Deku trying to use One for All is using 100%, or is it even a small fraction individually, and then separately, is he going to be able to replicate that like punch without breaking his arm?
Okay, I think Deku definitely isn't utilizing 100% of One for All, because I have a theory, and I know you can't say anything about it, that there's like a psychological component of One for All, that, like, it sounds corny to be like, you have to believe, but like, if you know that you have the power of like the collective of humanity and like you have to save everyone, there's no way that's not gonna be more powerful than just a regular, I'm punching at 100%, like in just like, it's like if a professional power lifter ended up in one of those like mother lifts a car to save her baby, the car's gonna weigh more than her Olympic record.
Yeah.
That's
what All Might just did.
Exactly.
Yeah. The Van Nomu, All Might, powerlifter mom.
Exactly.
Like, that literally
where it's like quantity-wise, sure, not the same. Context, very, very critical for that kind of power.
Yeah, and exactly. So you think he won't be able to replicate it unless he sort of taps into that kind of mental state?
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. We'll see if it's a mental thing or if he's able to replicate it, but yeah,
I also thought maybe he didn't break his arm because it's bouncy. Like, shock absorption kind of works both ways.
No, I'll say on that. That's not how that works. I love you.
You're funny. No.
But anyway, wow, I think that's about it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Are we excited for the season finale of season 1 of My Hero Academia?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Because I am the world's symbol of peace and justice!
Weren't you listening? One of his powers is shock absorption.
Yeah, what about it?
He's gonna fight that brain guy head on?
Whoa, they're so fast!
No, I can't get near them.
He said your quirk was only shock absorption, not nullification! That means there's a limit to what you can take, right? So you were made to fight me, big guy. If you can really withstand me firing at 100% of my power, then I'll have to go beyond that and force you to surrender!
Even though he's injured. Those aren't just random punches either. They're targeted. And every single one of them is more than 100% of his power.
A real hero will always find a way for justice to be served! Now for a lesson. You may have heard these words before, but I'll teach you what they really mean. Go beyond! Plus! Ultra!